Hey guys, so I've been using crushing hammers a lot, and as you know, crushing hammers, well, maybe you don't know, but they're pretty good right now, so I thought I would do some chances and kind of figure out exactly what the chances were of flipping heads, or how many heads and how many tails, depending on what counts you have. So basically, I laid out this chart thing showing all the results that can happen when you have 4 crushing hammers. So, you know, 4 heads is, one result, and then basically each of these lines is a result that you can get. And basically what I figured out is that if you have 4 crushing hammers, 37% of the time you're going to get, 37.5% of the time you're going to get 2 heads, 25% you're going to get 3 heads, 6.25% you're going to get 4 heads, 6.25% you're going to get 0 heads, and 25% you're going to get 1 head. So basically what I figured out is that 31% of the time, which is about 1 in 3 games, you will get bad results with flipping. And then the other 2/3 of the time you'll get good results. And that's assuming that 2 heads is a good result, because I think it is. So basically, what I figured out is that, like I said, just 1/3 of the time, which is kind of good. But the thing is, when you have, like, just 2, you flip 1 heads, or you flip 1 or 2 heads 75% of the time, meaning you get a good result 75% of the time instead of 69% or whatever it is. So basically, if you have only 2 hammers, you'll get a bad result less of the time, because the only bad result is 0 heads, and you're only going to get that 1/4 of the time. So basically, you're going to get more for your money if you use 2 hammers instead of 4, if that makes sense. But the thing that you have to take into account is that if you have 2 instead of 4, you're not going to hit them as much when you need them. So like early game against Vrizine Genesect and like Manectric Black Kyurem, when you really need them, you're not going to hit them as much, so it's kind of less useful. So basically you get less use out of your hammers, but you get them more consistently. So I just thought this was kind of a cool thing I would show you guys. And then also 3 hammers we found out is not a good idea, because oh, and by the way, this is all assuming that you get to play all of your hammers in one game. So if you don't play any of the hammers, this whole thing or if you don't play one of the hammers that you use or whatever, then it doesn't work out as well, the way you would think it was. But most games you get to play all your hammers. So basically, what we figured out for 3 hammers is that 50% of the time you'll get a bad result, and 50% of the time you'll get a good result, which is not good in my book, because you see those 2 add up to 50%, and that's 0 heads and 1 heads, and then those 2 percentages add up to 50%, and that's 2 heads and 3 heads. So, yeah, as you can see, that's how many times you flip it out of 8. No, that's just, anyway, basically, if you want to run 3 hammers, I would advise against it, because you don't get as much bang for your buck, in other words. And then, obviously, if you only run 2 hammers, 50% of the time you're going to get heads, and 50% you're going to get tails. So 1 hammer is a no-no. Anyway, that's about it. I just thought I would share this with you guys. So yeah.